Don't spend money on these. I got them for free, so it's fine, but I wouldn't suggest spending $2,000 for this, and the main reason is the sound signature. It's dark and it's very imbalanced. Mostly useless ANC and mediocre transparency. Just the design is nice. The bass is really low quality, and I felt there was too much rumble. Mid-bass punch is really flimsy and inconsistent, and it completely ruins percussions. Thumps and kick drums don't sound pleasing. It loses its grip even in tracks with simple production. I don't really have to comment on tracks with complex production. Too much sub-bass and a bloated, muddy effect is not good. There's no point comparing these to IEMs at even 1,000. They're far better choices for sound quality. Vocals sound hollow and thin in the default preset, and a bad treble extension means there's absolutely no fun in this sort of dark tuning. There's also really poor note weight. A lack of layering in the mid-range creates this very bad signature, which isn't even fun. I do not have to get into transients. It's a slow mid-bass impact, but decays too fast, and it's not satisfying. Imaging is subpar. Soundstage doesn't exist, it's in your face and not pleasing. Overall, tonality is imbalanced, so yeah, bad technicalities. You can adjust the bass, mids, and treble in the app, though it's not a very complex EQ, it's just a simple 3-knob EQ. Reducing the bass somewhat helps, but it doesn't get rid of the overpowering and muddy rumble. It's still low-quality bass. Rock just boosts the bass, and the treble is slightly better, but more of a boost is just bad. Pop is just bad. Electronic is mostly the same as rock and is still bad. Classical wasn't very usable either. It adds even more bass. Just no. Dirac Optio is okay. The vocals become very slightly more forward and mid-bass punch is ever so slightly better, but still, the fundamental issues with the tuning remain. If someone has this, I'd suggest using this preset. I found it to be the most usable one. Enhanced vocals isn't bad, but it adds a honky effect to the mid-range, which is not pleasing. Overall, the EQ response is poor, with just one usable preset from the app, which works okay. 3-knob, just fully drop bass, boost the mids by 1 step and treble by 2. That sounds okay. The design is a highlight. I like the color, it's a standout, and the case design is quite good. It's not a generic design for sure. Build seems fine, with the whole matte finish for the buds. Looks nice. Box contents you can see below. The wear detection works okay. As expected, no LDAT LHDC, but AAC and SBC for 2000 are fine. No connection trouble. I found the latency to be not so great, so gamers shouldn't get it. The touch controls are really poor, and I would not use them at all. It randomly triggers when adjusting the fit. Same problem as Enco Buds 2. They don't work well. Tapping sometimes does nothing. The dual connection feature mostly works fine. Fails to reconnect sometimes though, so you have to put it back in the case and reconnect manually. Transparency is subpar, though it's usable. I've heard better from Realme Buds T300 and the Realme wireless neckband. The ANC is a train wreck, as expected, a complete and total gimmick for the price. Some 2K IEMs have better isolation with just a good fit. The ANC mode cuts out some basic fan noises when the fan is at low speeds. Doesn't cut out AC noises or washing machine noises. Forget the thing performing when people are talking. There's also a weird sound effect when using ANC, so I just keep it off. Waste of battery. Microphone works fine, on par with others at this price. Battery is around 4 hours 20 minutes with ANC, add like 45 minutes to 1 hour without. There are better TWS for the price, and even cheaper though, for sound, you have to spend extra for the Moondrop space travel. I'd suggest saving up for the Moondrop or some Soundcore TWS, or even the Enco Air 3 Pro. They sound better. Realme Buds T300 and Enco Buds 2 don't have great sound either, though they have better mids than the CMF buds. Though I'll say, it's my favorite design at this price. There's this circle on the case. Not sure what it does. It's just fun to play around with. It sounds mediocre, and it's just for the design. There's nothing special about these. Soundcore R50i, Enco Buds 2, Realme Buds T300 remain better choices. Or space travel.